welcome back to another week of M3 Merge Ministry. Mostly, once again, I'm Daniel.
And I'm Luke, who just took a sip of coffee at the wrong time.
Yes, we're getting started, and you decided to drink your coffee.
Well, you said I'm going to hit record. I didn't know, like, you were literally already had hit record. Like, you jumped right in. Normally, there's a little gap in between those two things.
Well, just make sure you're ready.
I'm ready.
So I did get a text last night from someone we have talked about on the podcast who said that he was I shall read it.
Yeah, just read it.
I shall read it.
I bet I know who it is.
He said, I'm tired of my truck catching strays on the podcast. So that would be Grant Bowling.
Bowling
Decides to, at least he listens.
Yeah, he listens.
He didn't send in an email, but he is, so his truck was the one, and I don't remember if we mentioned his name when it happened, but his truck was the one that broke down going to kids camp.
Which is funny because he recently got this truck.
Recently, like 10,000 miles recently.
Not an old truck at all. Shouldn't have happened. But what was funny was everybody was hating on him in that they would say the blue truck would never. His old truck was a different color. He's like, the blue truck would never. And he's like, shut up.
So I told him, I was like, well, we're trying to help you out. We're trying to get people to give to the cause.
Yeah.
And he was like, well, that's smart. And I was like, well, this week we'll tell them that you're also getting married.
Yeah.
So you're getting married. Your truck broke down.
He's got some repairs on his house he needs to get done. He's got obviously a transmission he had to replace.
So if you are
married life
looking for an individual to give to and to help out, let us know and we will make it happen. We will direct you to where you can give to Grant's fund of his truck, his marriage, and his house. Shout out to Grant. So this week, last 2 weeks, we've did camp recaps.
Yeah.
I don't think our numbers really. I saw a post yesterday on Instagram about trying to get people to listen again. So share. When Levi episode, we were at 28 downloads. Kids Camp Rewind, we're at 20, and Youth Camp Rewind, which just posted yesterday, we're at 10. So
hey, that's better than last week's. It posted yesterday, 6. And it was 5 or 6. Yeah.
So
I think it was 5 at the start of the episode and 6 at the end of the episode.
It was.
It was great. It was great.
So we're coming back. We're getting back into things. This week we're taking a step away from ministry.
Which maybe we'll get our views back up because when we don't talk ministry, people watch it.
That is true.
Or listen.
That's fair. So today we're recording this Wednesday, August the 19th. High school football starts tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
College football starts. I don't think they start till September.
Yeah.
It's right somewhere in August, 1st September.
Right around dove season. I think it's September 5th is the first set of games. That's when dove season starts. It's always at the same time. Because people get mad at me. Like, I go on opening day of dove season every year. But I got my iPad, and I'm sitting there watching the game. They're like, a bird just flew over you. I'm like, did you see this tackle?
Well, so I put that this is probably the second most anticipated time of the year. The first is not dove season.
No, it's definitely not. No, definitely not.
But it's the start of high school and college football.
High school football.
So we are talking all things, for the most part, football. We'll get into some other sports at the very end. But we are not experts, just to let you know.
Speak for yourself.
I am not an expert.
I'm not an expert either.
I'll listen to a couple podcasts here and there, see where the rankings are. So when we talk today, we really don't know what we're talking about.
No, we don't. Look, I played football most of my life. At this point, I'm getting to the age where it's not most of my life anymore. I'm just so used to saying that. But anyways, I played in high school and I played in college. I know the game. I don't know this stuff, man.
Right.
When we're talking about who's going to win, who's going to lose, what's the better matchup, like I have to actually – go in and do the research and look at stats, which I just don't care about like I did when I was playing. You know what I mean? It's like, who cares? I want this person to win, so that's who I'm going to say I think is going to win.
Well, and then I will, I'm not obviously a better on college football, but The spreads usually are pretty good.
Yeah.
I'd like to tell you.
Yeah.
I didn't look at any of those.
Me neither.
So we're going straight off what we think. So
when we got off the phone yesterday, I told you I'm going to do some research. And in the research that my planning to do was research what is the spread up to this point. I mean,
right.
until game time, it changes,
Right.
you know. So who really knows? And what the preseason stuff where they say, I mean, every year, the last 5 years, Texas is going to win the national championship.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So you don't know until you get into the season anyway, but it's still fun to give your guess and prediction and all that stuff. Like, it's just a guess.
We are probably – so if we get it right, then we will be sure to let you know that we got it right.
No doubt.
If we get it wrong, you have all the permission to let us know how wrong we were, or if you even disagree with us.
Look, we're going to have a record of this. We should have some sort of competition within this thing.
Well, I thought we'll have this, but next week it'll be the start of college football. So when college football starts, we'll do a couple of game predictions.
There we go.
Every week.
Kind of tally it up.
Yeah, and we'll tally it up as we go. We can do this week. I mean, the only game this week is the Central Thompson game.
Right.
So we can do this week, but as we go into the season. So just to let everyone know, I'm an Auburn fan. So there is some Auburn bias in some of my decisions and picks, but also I'm a graduate of Central High School.
Right on.
But when we give our opinion, we're both in ministry.
Yeah, that's right.
We are not downing any students. Like, if we say a team is not going to be any good, like, it's just the fact that that's what we think the football team,
right.
the record on the field.
It's not personal to the players, the coaches, the staff. Like, there's wonderful people in all of these school systems.
Right.
But I'm a homer, man. I'm biased. I went to Central, so therefore Central's got it going on, and everybody else sucks. Okay.
See, I wasn't going to go there. I was just going to say, when we give our opinion, it's not directed towards the people.
That's what I'm saying.
But I wouldn't say everybody else.
I would say the schools suck, not the people. The people are great and awesome and wonderful human beings.
Oh, boy.
When I say, again, suck, I just want Central to be the best at everything that they do.
Well, that's fair. Okay. So we're going to start with college football.
Before we get into this, let me ask you this question. Obviously, we're going to get to Central and all this stuff eventually. You graduated in 2000.
I did.
So you're 4 years at Central High School.
Mm-hmm.
Did y'all lose to Smith Station in football?
I honestly don't know, but I don't think. But I'm not 100%. But so when we came up, Central and Smith's, not exactly when I was in high school, but a couple of years before, Smith's was very good.
Yeah.
And there were times that Smith's did beat us, and it was a game that you would go to and go, wow, I don't know who's going to win.
That's what I was literally about to get into, because it's shifted over the last several years.
Right.
I was on the last team that lost to Smith Station.
Wow.
I was in 9th grade, so I wasn't like a big-time player. I long snap, and I snapped for field goals, and I played every once in a while. I don't think I played anything other than special teams against Smith Station that year.
Right.
However, 2008, fall of 2008, so the 2009, class of 2009, that was the last time Central lost to Smith Station. And I was out there on the field. So I can't say I never lost to Smiths.
Wow.
As a starter, I never lost. But I was there.
Wow.
And it used to be a very competitive game. It used to be, packed out. It's still packed out, but it used to be a legit, like, you don't know who's going to win. It was a intense rivalry.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know that you can call it a rivalry anymore.
Yeah, I don't think it's a rivalry. The first year that they played each other, it was like stadium packed.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Crazy.
Which also is kind of crazy. I know at one point Smith's, I think, was 5A and Central was 6A.
Right, they were.
Yeah, something like that. So they didn't play for the longest time. They didn't play each other for. I mean, I think it started in the late 80s, right? Mid-80s?
No, I don't think it was then. I think it was the 90s.
It was the 90s that they started playing.
Yeah.
Wow.
I think that's correct.
Anyways.
I was looking up. ChatGPT did not do a good job of pulling it up. I was trying to see. Mark Clark has written an article that goes through all of this. ChatGPT let me down.
Couldn't find Mark Clark's article.
Well, it says Central has won the last 5 meetings, and this says Smith Station's last win was 1996. Which
that's not true. It was 2008. I was there.
Which is not true. But it says their most recent meetings, and it skips from 21 down to 96. So it skipped a whole middle ground there. But yeah, it's been a minute since this says all-time record, which I don't think it's still right. 29 wins for Central, 5 wins for Smith Station.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I don't think that's correct. We'll have to do some more research on that. But yeah, we'll get into that. We'll get into the Smith Central later on. So we'll start with Auburn. Is this a turnaround year for Auburn, or just get off the mat?
So as another, homer biased, I genuinely think it is.
Which one?
That is
because there's a difference. I see a turnaround year. It's like we like beating people that we haven't beat in the past. Like we're
that's
upper echelon maybe of SEC. Like get off the mat is last year. What were we 5-7 maybe?
Yeah.
Like
we've lost 7 games the past 7 years.
Right. Are we just gonna get off the mat? Is just we're like 6-6 and we make it to a bowl game.
So. Is there an in-between?
I mean, I guess it depends on what we think a turnaround year is.
I got us losing 4 games.
Okay.
So that ain't top tier upper echelon, but it ain't get off the mat. If there's an in-between, I think there's but 4 losses from 7 is a turnaround.
Well, it depends
in my opinion.
It also depends on who you beat in those 4, and we'll go through the games. Like if you're losing to the upper SECs and you're winning the games you should win, then I'd say that's probably a turnaround.
Wait till we see my picks then.
All right, so we'll go game by game. We'll kind of go through it fairly quick. Baylor,
W baby, we gonna put a whooping on them.
I got to win with that one too. Southern Miss,
it's gonna be close because we struggle with. I'm just playing. We got to win.
So you win with that. Here's the first one, Florida.
I got a dub, man.
I got to win too. Once again, I don't know anything about Florida.
Here's the deal. It's at Auburn.
That's fair.
We played terrible in the swamp. I think we got them at home.
Well, I think I saw the other day that this game, if it was favored right now, or the spread, Auburn's like a 1.5 point favorite.
Yeah.
Which really is a push because you're at home and you get 3 points just for being home. So it's kind of one of those.
Right.
Vandy.
I got it this year. Dub, man.
I think so too. See, and I think that's some of those like Vandy. I think if you
should beat Florida and Vanderbilt. You should beat Mississippi State.
Right.
Like
you should be right. Tennessee.
I got to win. I think it's gonna be a close game, but I got the dub. I honestly, man. The culture has already changed so much from what they show us. Let me say, I ain't there. I don't know. But it looks like the culture is shifting. I think he's going to give them the grit that we actually beat the Tennessee late. You know what I mean?
So that's your first, looking at this, if this is correct, your first away game.
Yeah.
And you got to go to Neyland Stadium. I don't think we get it done.
You got the L?
I think it's an L.
You got an L?
Yep. Georgia.
Give them W. Oh, L there. No doubt.
At Georgia, too.
At Georgia, not going to work.
L. LSU.
First home loss.
First home loss.
Yeah. I think, what's his name?
Kiffin?
Kiffin got a chip on his shoulder.
I think Kiffin's got one of the best teams money can buy.
That's what I think too. I mean,
let's be honest. Like, if you got, and that's the thing. Once Saban built Alabama, when he was at Alabama, like, and you have the talent on the roster, like it's just you just gonna beat everybody because you got way more talent than everybody else.
Right.
So, and I know NIL's changed that a little bit.
It has.
But I think Kiffin has bought a pretty good team down there, and by then they're 7 games into the season.
Oh yeah,
I think they're kind of rolling through that.
Have you seen the stuff on social media where Jaden Daniels said they couldn't wear number 5?
Oh yes.
Is it real that the entire every player wore number 5 at practice the next day?
That I don't know. I wouldn't put it past
I
Kiffin.
would not put it past Kiffin at all. And that is a hilarious move. I'm not saying he don't care about how people think.
Right.
You know what I mean? About like him.
Right.
Like he does what he wants to do. I could totally see that, and it's hilarious.
That could be. Yes, I could see that happening. Ole Miss.
So this is the one where I think most people have the L here. I got to win, man.
You got to win. Going to Ole Miss?
To Ole Miss.
See, this is when I kind of go back and forth because I'm not a believer in Ole Miss now that Kiffin left.
Yeah.
I think he took a lot of people. I think he's obviously, I think, a better coach than the guy that's there now. So this one is one of those that I think could go either way, but being that it was at Ole Miss on Halloween,
yeah,
Auburn's going to find a way to Auburn. And
that's the other thing that I thought about. They probably shouldn't win this game, but I think Auburn's going to Auburn, and they're going to win.
Right.
And they're going to come home and play Arkansas and lose.
They
shouldn't, but that's what's going to happen.
That's very Auburn.
That's Auburn. You know what I mean? They're going to go up there and they're going to find a way to win. It's going to work out. They're going to come home and lose to Arkansas at home. Second loss of the season at home.
Nice. Well, see, I'm looking at mine. I got us winning the first 4, then losing the next 4. So then we're 4-4 going into
you're down to Tennessee, Georgia, LSU, and Ole Miss.
I got all L's there.
All L's.
But I think there's some of those. Tennessee's a toss-up, and Ole Miss is a toss-up. I think Georgia's kind of a given.
See, I think we should beat Arkansas, so we won't.
That's fair. I got us beating Arkansas, Mississippi State.
I got us losing. I just don't
we're
think
gonna lose to Arkansas and Mississippi State.
I don't think we're going to pull it back. Those are my 4 L's.
So you got us losing
we're gonna
to Tennessee.
We're going to beat Tennessee and Georgia. I mean, beat Tennessee and Vanderbilt and Florida. Then we're going to lose to Georgia, LSU, Arkansas, and Mississippi State. That's an Auburn 4-loss season. That's an Auburn 4-loss season.
If that's the case, then that's not a turnaround season. If you still lose to Arkansas,
that's why I was sitting there going like only 4. But then your further explanation of the turnaround, I was like, that's not a turnaround because you don't. It's Auburn. You're not going to lose the games that you're supposed to lose. You are going to lose some games that you ain't supposed to lose. So this is Auburn.
Yeah.
I mean, you can change culture, but you can't change Auburn. You know what I mean? Auburn's Auburn.
If that's the case, then it's not a turnaround season.
This ain't 2004.
If we lose to Arkansas and Mississippi State, I think those are 2 that are picked to be like the bottom of the SEC. If we
did my research, sir.
To them 2, then it's not a turnaround, and we're no better than we were last year.
I think we're not going to struggle with Samford like we have in the past.
Well, that's good. What do you got last game? So we both got us beating Samford at Alabama.
What you think?
I put win.
I ain't going to say we're going to lose.
That's fair. So off of my record from above, I got us going 8-4.
8-4, yeah, same.
But
we lose different games.
But realistically, I think it's probably going to be could be 7-5 because, like you said, Auburn's going to Auburn at some point.
Yep.
And Arkansas, Mississippi State, maybe Baylor coming out the gate could be one that we're not ready for. So the good thing
we also don't play well in Atlanta for whatever reason.
That's true too.
You would think it's be another home game, but
right. Nope, not at all.
I'm also a little worried about that October 10th date. We don't typically win those either.
The off date?
The bye, yeah.
So the good thing with Auburn this year, from what I have seen and knowing that Durkin is back, I think they have one of the could have a top 4 defense in the nation.
Yeah.
So in last year, which it was games like Kentucky and Missouri that the defense kept them in it, but the offense was not there to put up even like 3 touchdowns.
Luke, man.
And I think with the defense, what the defense could be, I think those Arkansas and Mississippi States, I think we win those because defense is still going to be good and offense will be a little bit better.
I agree.
So we shall see. On to the team out of Tuscalooserville up in Tuscaloosa. Alabama. Does Alabama return to form or continue their decline.
If we lose only 4 games, then they're going to return to the form. That's just how life works, baby.
Yeah, I'm not a DeBoer believer. I don't know if he has what it takes to to recruit in the SEC and coach in the SEC. Last year their run game was non-existent, and I don't think that flies really. Well, you can if you have the passing game to offset that, but I think there's a chance they miss the playoffs this year.
You think so?
I think so. I think they missed the playoffs.
I'm pretty sure they just get the bid because they're Alabama.
Well, that's true, too. That's what they did last year. Just because their name's Alabama, they went, oh, we got to put them in.
Although I would say they seem to play better in the playoffs than they did in the regular season.
Well, I don't even remember who they played last year because I quit watching them.
They actually looked pretty good. I mean, they had a chance. They ended up playing
who they play first?
I don't remember, but
they played like James Madison first or something.
I don't remember. They ended up playing who was it won the national championship?
Indiana, and got drummed.
But they started off pretty daggum good with them.
They got beat by like 40
afterwards. They started off good. Hey, they thought it was going to be
as long as the kickoff. They were in and at the kickoff.
Yeah, at the kickoff, they had it together.
All right, so we'll go through this.
I grew up an Alabama fan, so it's actually genuinely hard for me to hate on Alabama.
Ooh, not me.
Unlike most Auburn fans.
Ooh, I find joy in it.
The switch changed when my sister was playing golf at Auburn, and I went and as a high school student, sat in the student section and watched the games. Cam, that was
good.
There.
I was that good. Yeah,
it was not hard to switch. Yeah. That season. But anyways,
well, I've been to a couple of games.
They've sucked ever since I started pulling for them, though.
I've been at a couple of games up there in that toilet bowl, and at least 2, maybe 3 games I went to, somebody tried to fight me. And I wasn't, believe it or not,
I'm about to say
I was not doing anything. And one of them was an old man, like turned around and gave me 2 birds, like right in my face. And I'm like, I don't know, dude. And then one dude, I was just walking. Some drunk college kid started yelling at me and all this. And I was like, man, I'm literally, like, I know I'm not, believe it or not, if I'm going to a game in Alabama, I'm not the obnoxious Auburn fan who's screaming and yelling and all that.
You're only obnoxious to the people you actually know, like your friends. You know what I mean?
Right.
You're not obnoxious to people you don't know.
Right. And
they think you're a super kind human.
That's true.
You're welcome.
So I was there, and I was just, I mean, I would cheer if Auburn did something well, but I was not. But yeah, and I was like, nah, dude, like, I don't know what's wrong with y'all people here. Like, why y'all got to try to fight me?
Yeah.
So anyway, Alabama schedule, East Carolina.
Yeah, do it, baby.
Win.
They're gonna win that one.
Kentucky.
How do you not win?
Win. Florida State. Last year, Florida State got them.
Yeah, I got to win.
Yeah, I do too. South Carolina.
Who? Win.
See, this one was a little. Alabama struggles with a running quarterback.
They do. That's true.
And Sellers is very good. I just don't know what he's going to have around him. South Carolina, I think last year should have had Alabama on the ropes.
Yeah.
Maybe should have beat them.
They blew it.
Yeah.
They did have them on the ropes.
Did they?
Oh,
yeah, I don't
they
remember
had them on the ropes, and they blew it.
Yeah. So, I don't know what South Carolina has coming back, but I think Sellers could give them some problems. Or Alabama shows up and beats them by 50. Who knows? But I got them winning that one.
Alabama is not quite the same as Auburn in Auburn going Auburn.
Right.
But they have the last couple of years somewhat fell a little bit into that.
They have.
They used to, when they would play somebody beneath them, they beat the brakes off of them. And now they somewhat play to the level of their competition.
They do. That's back to coaching.
Culture's cultivated.
That's true. Mississippi State.
Yeah, win.
I got to win.
We're going to lose, but they're going to win.
Georgia coming to Tuscaloosa. What you got with that game?
I actually got a win there.
You got them beating Georgia?
I got them beating Georgia.
No shot. That's a
in
loss.
In Tuscaloosa? Yeah.
That's a loss. I don't think Georgia has beat Alabama in the regular season in like so many years. I think this year.
You think they're due?
I think it happens.
See, I think we're going to hold trend there.
Okay. At Tennessee.
I actually got a win there too.
I got a loss.
See, I don't think Tennessee is as good as what they're putting up. Which again, what do I know? But I don't think they got
It's
it.
the first true road test. The other one's Kentucky, Mississippi State. You got to go to Neyland Stadium. Probably will be a night game. I got Tennessee winning that one as well. Texas A&M.
See, this is where you're gonna think, what's wrong with you? I think they lose that one.
I got it a loss.
Okay.
I got them down for a loss.
Yeah, I got a L there.
Which I don't really know anything about Texas A&M. They were pretty good last year, so I got them down for that. At LSU.
They're gonna lose that one.
Ooh, see, I have I have them winning at LSU.
But it's a toss-up.
It's a toss-up, but also part of that is if they truly lose to Georgia, Tennessee, and Texas A&M, 3 losses in a row, not sure when the last time that happened at Alabama, do the wheels completely fall off? Every Alabama fan after the first loss is going to be saying, get rid of DeBoer, fire him.
No doubt.
By 3 losses, they might pack his bags for him. So it could all
They
fall.
might poison their own trees at that point.
It could all fall apart, and it go 4 losses in a row. But I just got them. I don't know if I would have looked at that.
Pull it back.
Well, if I looked at that and really paid attention that it was at LSU, probably would have put that as a 4th loss in a row.
Yeah,
because that's probably going to be a night game as well.
Yeah, probably.
And that would be. And once again, by then, I think LSU has it together, and they're a well-oiled machine. And
yeah.
But I put it down as a win, so we'll go with that. At Vandy.
Oh, they got that one.
Win. Chattanooga.
Win.
And, of course, Auburn, we got a loss.
They're going to get Willie drugged.
So I have.
Even though it's in Tuscaloosa.
Yeah, really. Off of that, I have 8-4, which you win one of those games. Could be 9-3 because you never know. The Iron Bowl's the Iron Bowl.
Yeah.
But I also could see them going 7-5.
Yeah.
Like if you lose 4 games in a row and lose to Auburn, you're at 5 losses. You're 7-5, and Jesus might be coming back.
I got 9-3. I got 9-3. Well, I mean, who knows? And honestly, them first 4 games, they ain't even gonna give you a picture of where they're at.
No,
because it's just the way that it is. But I don't see them staying the way they've been.
I don't think so either. I think
I think they're gonna have a run game this year. I mean, how do you go 2 seasons without being able to run the football? Like, I feel like they had to have focused on that.
Right.
The other thing is, I'm watching football with people who don't know football bugs the crap out of me.
Right.
And they just say random stuff, which my dad is an Alabama fan. And so watching the game with him, I'm sitting there going, I'm like, are they seeing something that I ain't seeing? And he's like, what do you mean? I was like, that out route, the little hitch is working every single time. They ain't got no run game. Get 3 yards.
Right.
I mean, that's all you need, 3 yards. And every once in a while, that 3 is going to be 12, 13, 19. Like, just dump it off. I don't understand the coaching aspect of things.
They try to outcoach themselves.
That's what I feel like.
Like,
and so
it's simple.
I don't see that happening again this year. I feel like they're going to get them things corrected, and somehow they're going to lose to Auburn.
I don't think they're going to get them corrected. I think it's going to be another
That's because you don't want them to.
I don't think so. I think last year they should have missed the playoffs. They were not a playoff caliber football team, and I don't think that DeBoer is a SEC caliber coach. I don't think he can compete in the grind of the SEC, and I think that begins to continue to show.
We'll see.
So who do you have in the Natty? If you had to pick 2 in the Natty, who you got?
See, outside of the SEC, I don't even know who would be good. Is Indiana supposed to still be good?
I don't think so.
I ain't got a dog in the hunt, man.
So if I get this correct, and the only reason there's a very good chance I get it wrong, but
give me a couple weeks and I'll pick one.
early pickings for me is Georgia versus Notre Dame.
Okay.
And Notre Dame winning the Natty this year.
Right on. I don't see that, but
they've always been close.
They are always close. I'll give you that.
Last year the whole playoff thing, and did they get left out?
They did.
Yeah, because they lost 2 early.
Yeah.
the only 2 games that really mattered, they lost early, and then
that is true though. I mean, they lost 2 games that they should have won.
That's true.
I mean, so
yeah. Anyway, so now we're moving on to
and it was Alabama over them, right?
Mm-hmm.
They wouldn't have done no different than Alabama did. Say what you want to say. They wouldn't have done no different than Alabama did.
Okay, we got to move on.
All right, we'll move on.
So now on to high school.
Okay.
And we probably could turn this podcast into a two podcaster. We're at 30 minutes and we got high school.
3 school, 4
well, these won't be as in depth because we ain't really going through. We'll just say something. So high school Central. What's your prediction for the first year head coach Cody Flournoy? What do you think? Is Central gonna drop off? They gonna stay? Like, what you think?
Man, I think they're gonna stay, hold true to where they've been. I really like Cody.
Yeah.
So I mean, not to say I haven't liked the guys in the past.
Right.
So it feels, obviously I'm biased.
Right.
You know what I mean? So like, from what I've seen, I ain't seen no like crazy culture shift and things being just falling off.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So like, I think Central's gonna be Central. Like we same old.
So what is it? So I'll say about Cody, love the family, great guy, solid people. I think he'll do good. Right. I think he'll be fine. The wonder is you got a new head coach, new offensive coordinator, and new defensive coordinator. How does that all mesh? Which the offensive defensive coordinator were here last year.
Right.
So they have the same idea, the same thing that the other people saw, but
that's what I was about to say.
That
plays a huge role in it because it ain't new guy coming in learning new players, new team, new system, new everything. There's a new system because you got a new head guy, but they know the players. They know who can be where. They're inserting their system that I'm sure is tweaked, not overhaul.
Right. Yeah.
So I mean, I think it works, and I don't think you lose anything. But looking at the coaches that are there, you got several new guys, young guys that are new into coaching, that have been there and done that.
Right.
Some are Central guys, some not. But my point is they've played, they know the game. But you got some of those veteran coaches that have been there for how long with how many different head coaches. Like,
right. Yeah.
I mean, I don't see anything changing there.
Drastically changing?
No.
So do they win the region?
Yeah.
They win the region. How far do they go in the playoffs?
Looking at my schedule, man, we going, baby. We going.
Well, here's the thing. I don't know how the playoffs line up.
Right. I don't know that either.
Last year, Opelika benefited from being the 3 seed because they were on the side with the Huntsville and Montgomery's 1 and 2. Huntsville and Mobile's 1 and 2s. Those regions are weak.
Right.
We ended up on the same side as Thompson.
Mm-hmm.
So depending on how the brackets fall, I think if we're
depending on how far we go.
Right. If we face Thompson in the game before the championship, then that could change all that. But I have us winning the region, and I think we make it. If it falls right, I think we wind up back in state championship.
That's what I think too. I mean, I don't. Of course, like if you watch the state championship last year, the state championship happened the week before in the semifinals at Central High School.
Right.
Like
100%.
At Garrett Harrison
Stadium.
Stadium.
And Opelika's like, oh, we're back and we're this. And I'm like, no, you were the 3 seed and you beat the 1 and 2 out of Huntsville and Mobile. Like that credit
showed.
Credit to our region.
Right. Like, we have a difficult region.
Right. Our 3 seed can beat the 1 and 2s from
anywhere else.
Right. So
anywhere else.
So let's say, what's your prediction? And this will be, we'll go on record because they play. We're filming this on a Wednesday. They play tomorrow. Central Thompson tomorrow. Does Central get the win or does Central lose?
I think Central's going to shock Thompson.
You think so?
I really do. Which is hard to beat a team twice in a season. If we go to state championship, you're going to have to go through Thompson again.
Right.
So what I want to say is, oh, man, we're going to drop this one, learn from it. It's hard to beat a team twice. I think we're going to shock them jokers.
Interesting. I got us losing. I think it's going to be so.
I think it makes sense.
And the reason, which the whole new coach and all that, and I haven't seen Central practice. I know a lot. I don't say a lot. They had some receivers who have transitioned to the defense.
Right.
So not played that position. Now I don't know if they played if they do travel ball and all that, and they play defense and 7-on-7s and all that kind of stuff. But I know there's receivers who are now DBs.
Yeah.
And Thompson with Seaborn in the backfield. Like, I think there's going to be some times that he can pick them. They're a learning curve of getting used to it. So I think it'll be a good game. I just think with Central having a lot of new things, I think Thompson is who Thompson is and does what they do.
So let me ask you this question. If this game was later in the season, not in the playoffs, I'm saying later in the season, do you think it would go differently? Is it have anything to do with being early in the season? Literally first game.
I would think it would have some difference because I think those guys then have games under their belt to learn the defense and schemes and where they're supposed to be and kind of really see what they are.
That is a big thing you're talking about. Like, people don't pay attention to that as much. Like, when you're playing a new position, and if you've been a receiver – and now you're transitioned to a cornerback, you understand the route system. Like, you understand the route tree. You understand what they're doing. And so it helps you. But at the same time, everything's different.
Right.
Like, you don't know where you're going now. You're having to react.
Right.
And so it is different.
Well,
I'll give you that part of it.
And you now have to tackle.
Right.
Like, how good are they at open field tackle? Are they, like, There's
receivers aren't hard to tackle.
you gotta catch them first.
Yeah, but they're already fast. They were receivers. They ain't like Luke's out there trying to catch them.
So you got Central with a win. I got Central with a loss. Central's schedule kind of goes pretty easy. I don't really know a whole lot about Pell City. I don't know about that. But you have your regulars, Jag, Opelika, Auburn. I have them winning all the way through. An interesting game, which I don't know anything about them. Clay Chalkville, last game of the season.
Yeah.
Clay Chalkville's like preseason, probably number one in their ranking in like all of Alabama. I think Clay Chalkville's 3. So Thompson's 1, Central's 2, or Clay Chalkville maybe 2, and then Central's 3. So like Central's got Thompson and Clay Chalkville this year. Yeah. So kudos to them.
It is an interesting matchup there when it's not necessary.
Right.
But I'm with you. Like, you got to be the best. You got to beat the best.
Go get them.
I mean, if you win that, you win those 2 games.
Yeah,
you're
everybody's looking at you, going, "Dang,
ain't nothing you can do." And as a competitor, you want to shy away from that game. You know what I mean? Like, you say, "No, I don't want to play Clay Chalkville." No, I want to beat them some guys.
Right.
Like, I'm in it.
I get it. Smith Station, will they win more games than they did last year?
I think so.
You think so?
I do.
I think they won 3 games last year.
I think they got it.
So who do you have them beating?
I got them beating Percy Julian.
Okay.
I got them beating Carver Montgomery.
Really?
And Wetumpka.
That's only 3.
That's 3.
Will they win more games than they did last year?
No, as many as they did last year.
You have them beating Carver?
Yeah.
Carver was pretty solid. I have them 3. I have them beating Percy Julian, Jag, and Wetumpka.
Jag ain't on here.
September 11th. One schedule I saw, September 11th.
Well,
they got to play.
4.
They got to play Jag because Jag's in the in our doohickey.
I don't have them on this. That's another.
So you got to win in 4.
Yeah.
I don't. They played Spencer last week in a jamboree.
Yeah.
Won 14-13.
Right.
I think they hold par, win 3.
Look, I'm shooting my shot.
I hear you.
Shout out to
Give
Smith
it out
Station,
to Smith Station. They got a new tent out there for their football team to practice under.
They are
legit.
They moving up in the world.
I hear you.
They got big things popping over there.
Big things popping. Well, we just gonna move on from Smith Station. I got them 3-7. Luke has them at 4-6. Obviously, that still has them missing the playoffs.
Right.
Still,
unfortunately,
not great. But that's all right. I mean, you got Central, Opelika, Auburn, Enterprise, Dothan, and Carver ahead of you.
Yeah.
Like, who you gonna beat in that? So, So now to Glenwood, and I will say, how do you think they do? Do they hold up in this new classification in football?
As much as I want to say yes, I just don't think so.
Man, I will say they got it. They got the bad end of the deal.
They sure
in
did.
This whole thing.
So from what I was told, and who knows how this actually goes, from what I was told, they were attender or student.
Oh, I looked it up. 1.4
over what they needed to be down.
Yes.
The one. Yeah. This is a difficult schedule.
This
man.
is brutal.
This is a rough schedule.
So with their attendance, they are 191.4 according to HSAA. The largest in single A, which it would be the one right below them, 190.
Yeah.
So 1.4 students put them in the bracket or in the classification with McGill-Tulane, Briarwood, Faith Academy. You got
UMS Wright Prep. Goodness gracious.
St. Michael, St. Paul, Montgomery Catholic.
Jeez, dude.
So I went and looked. McGill-Tulane went 6-5 last year in 6A.
Right.
So McGill-Tulane,
and they used to be a powerhouse.
Yes. McGill-Tulane has 483 students.
Yeah.
Glenwood has 191.
Right.
St. Michael went 13-1 last year, made it to the semis. UMS Wright was 6-5. St. Paul was 6-4. Montgomery Catholic in 5A was 8-5.
Yeah, I'm telling you, dude.
So, but the other thing with this too, McGill-Tulane, Mobile, this part of being private school, you can recruit. You can pull people outside of your region. Yep. Glenwood benefits from that, getting people from Central and Smiths, and I'd probably even say Columbus. They benefit from it.
They do.
But it's different when you're pulling from Mobile, Fairhope, Montgomery, or when you get to some of the other ones, your Birminghams and your Huntsvilles.
Right.
You're pulling from that pool of students, as Glenwood is pulling just from Central Smith Station, pretty much.
Yeah.
Look,
we got some athletes in Phoenix City, Alabama, but I don't know if it's that many to go around. I mean, and not to be a hater, it's at where we are today. Who cares about what the past was? Where we are today, if you got a chance to go D1, you're going to go to Central.
Right.
Just for the fact that your name is going to be out there.
Right.
You're going to be looked at.
Yeah.
It ain't the same everywhere else. And it's not to be offensive, you know what I mean? It's just not the same. I mean, they don't call Central University for, they call it for a reason.
Right.
So it's that's how you're going to get your name out. And unfortunately, that hurts Glenwood just a little bit.
Yeah.
I think this schedule hurts Glenwood a little bit.
Oh, I think so. And so when Central has to go to Mobile, it is playoffs.
Right.
And it's you plan all that, and it's not. But McGill-Tulane's Mobile, St. Paul's Mobile. They got
to drive down there twice.
On a Friday, and then is it just twice? So they got to go for 2 games, and the 2 people come up here?
Right. The other 2 are coming here.
Yeah, that's
rough, man.
That is rough. And Lee Scott's ain't no better. They go to Birmingham, Tuscaloosa, and there's 4 teams in the Huntsville region for Lee Scott. So
there's a lot that goes into all of that.
Yeah.
Having to go all the way down to Mobile that's
a
big
haul.
deal. We went and played a Florida school. I can't remember the 2 schools we played. I mean, it's a all day thing to get to Florida. It ain't much less going to Mobile. You know what I mean? You gotta, because of the game prep and all that stuff. It's a haul.
It's a haul.
It's a whole thing.
Yeah,
getting down there, and then it ain't like these guys are scrubs.
They're not. They open with Lee Scott, which they're in the different side. They're in the different bracket region than them. Brookstones, Houston Academy, don't know anything about them. But then it runs through St. Paul, Montgomery Catholic, UMS Wright, McGill-Tulane, St. Michael, and Faith. geez.
That's rough, dude.
Like, that's rough because you look, it goes back to the numbers. Like, Glenwood's 190 students. These other schools are 400, and you're pulling from Montgomery and
Right.
Mobile and all these places.
Houston, Montgomery Catholic, UMS Wright, McGill, Tulane, St. Michael, all region games.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Brother, I love Glenwood. I love them people. I don't think they're going to make the playoffs.
So, I don't know, like you said, I don't know anything about all these other teams.
Yeah.
So, I asked ChatGPT. I was like, where do you think Glenwood's going to finish? Because I was looking up some stuff.
Yeah.
So, based on the talent in the newly formed division, Glenwood is predicted to finish 5th or 6th in AA Region 1, fighting right on the bubble for the final postseason playoff spot.
How many? That was the other question. So 6 of them make it?
I think so. I think this year.
So they may make the playoffs, and then they got to go down to Mobile again.
Right. While the Gators put up a 10-3 record last year, which they had a great season last year.
They did have a great season.
They are transitioning to a brutally top-heavy region. Yeah. They say notice that Glenwood faces one of the toughest schedules in the entire division, as of 6 of their opponents reached the playoffs last season.
Yeah.
That's
shout out to Coach Nelson,
hard.
man. If
Like,
he
go
can
get
do
him.
it. He can do it. Go for it, brother. Go for it. Y'all got it. Y'all got it.
Yeah, like I agree, and we can talk more about it another day if people want us to. I agree that they should be in their own classification.
Right.
If you're a private school and you can recruit and you have a bigger pool that you can pull from, then you should be, because Glenwood playing in 3A last year against, I don't even remember the names of the teams.
Yeah.
But you're playing some school in very small Alabama.
Right.
And you're recruiting from a city.
Right.
Like, that's not fair.
Very
you
different.
should be in your own classification. Now, they happen to fall in probably the worst spot
Right.
in that split. So, story for another day.
It is.
So, real quick, we got just a few minutes here. We'll kind of pop in some opinions on these. Flag football. How Central do? New starter, no QB. 3 stars on defense, 3 on offense, 2 on defense. Is Central going to continue the path down the flag football?
I would be highly shocked if they don't continue down the same path.
Will they lose a game this year?
I don't think they lose a game. I just don't know if they'll be as dominant scoring.
Yeah.
Like, that's the only, you know what I mean? But not to hate on, they lost a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just,
yeah, they
lost a lot. But I also think, I mean, Coach Holt knows what he's doing.
He does.
I mean, he knows what he's doing.
So I watched a little bit of the scrimmage jamboree game they had. Defense, like, you lose 2 people on defense. One was a rusher, and then Colby she floated from cornerback to safety and back and forth. Rusher, you have the girls that filled in because somebody got hurt last year.
Right.
So you're replacing a corner, but I think defense is going to be very solid.
Yeah.
I think offense, and it even happened last year with Mariah being a new quarterback.
Right.
Quarterback's got to get game play underneath.
Right.
I think the defense keeps them there. Like you said, I don't think they'll be as dominant.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I still think they're going to be dominant.
Oh, I think they will.
I just don't know if the points are going to reflect what they did last year.
I think they could drop a game this year.
Yeah.
Because they go out to California and they're playing I don't know who. So they're bringing it. Yeah, they're bringing teams from all over the nation, from what I gather.
Wow.
Out in California to play in a little thing. So yeah. I think they can meet somebody out there, and it's fairly early in the season. I think regular schedule wise, I think they kind of roll through.
Yeah.
Smith Station actually could be their toughest competition this year.
Really?
In flag football. From what I saw and what it looks like Smiths may have come back,
yeah,
I think that could be they
did. I mean, they looked pretty good last year from the I think 2 games I saw them play.
Yeah.
They look pretty good.
Yeah, so we'll see. Glenwood has a flag football team.
Oh, yeah.
They've been scrimmaging against Central. I don't know how that went, but we'll be interested to see
I heard somebody saying, how dumb is that? Why would they do that? And I'm like, do you not realize how much better they're going to get by seeing that and playing against them? And when I was growing up playing football, we scrimmaged. All of my friends I was older than them. So every other year I got to play with my buddies that I was in the same grade with.
Right.
So I'm on the 10U, and every day at practice we would scrimmage the 8U team, or vice versa. When we were in 12U, it was 12U, 10U.
Right.
So playing the younger team, it wasn't like we're out there just killing them like you would think that
Right.
you would. But at the same time, that team was the most dominant team
Oh, no doubt.
out there because they've been going against kids older than them
Right.
every day at practice. It's easy when you get out there.
Right.
Like whoever decided to do this, brilliant move.
Yeah, I mean, and you get to, I mean,
You probably don't have enough girls out there yet to do a full
Right.
scrimmage, to play everybody and go, full scrimmage. I mean, you probably have enough bodies.
Right.
You probably don't have the talent to be a for real 1 versus 2s kind of
Right.
thing. So,
well, it helps the
genius.
players see, hey, this is what we need to get to.
Yeah.
But also, like as a coach, like Mitchell obviously knows what he's doing and he's won. So why not pick his brain? Why not see what they do, tweak it to make it work for you? I don't know how it went, but
smart move.
Smart move for them.
I don't know who the coach is, but I hope you had your notepad out while y'all
or filming it, flying a drone real high, real high. Little League World Series it's actually starting today.
Yeah. Heck
When you hear this, it'll be a week into
over.
it.
Yeah. Not over, but started already.
Yeah, so kudos to, hey, go get them, Phoenix City.
Shout out to the Rasmuses.
Dude, they got that team's, they're pretty solid.
They are solid.
You got a couple of studs at the top, but all across, those kids look like they can play.
And that was what I was about to say. Watching the regionals, and I just want to tell the announcers, this is no offense to anyone. It's no offense to the Rasmuses, but there's also other people out there on the doggone field,
right?
And they're all daggum studs, man.
They are.
They are good, dude.
Yeah,
they really are. I mean, obviously, you're going to go against the best in the world,
right?
So we'll see what we got. I hope we win it all,
right?
But I mean, them jokers got it going on.
They do.
Fear the bow, baby.
So good luck to the little league team. Maybe next week they'll still be playing when we record this. And then the last question: Braves fans, will the Braves brave us this year? Are the Braves going to be the Braves? Right now, they're 74-51. First place, been in first place all year.
All year.
So far, haven't been close. Are the Braves going to keep riding, or are the Braves going to be the Braves?
I'm not going to be a Debbie Downer or negative Nancy. I'm going to say they're going to pull it out, man.
And do what?
And win it all.
Not happening.
They're going to win it all.
Not happening.
They winning it all.
They ain't winning it all. You got to get through the Dodgers. You got to get through the Brewers. And I think there's one more National League team that's just right now just
all of it.
Ain't happening. They'll win the East, I think. I think they're far enough from the Phillies. I think they have a good enough. I think the bullpen gets some starting rotation, get some win, get to the playoffs. We're going to run into the Brewers or the Dodgers, and then that's going to be the end of it.
That's probably accurate, but we're going to win it all.
I hear you. We got it on record. So if you have comments on our great knowledge of high school, college, all things sports, please let us know. We are okay with your opinions. mergeministries12@gmail.com. Let us know what you think, where we got it right, where we got it wrong, and where we just don't need to talk about it because we don't know what we're talking about.
That's right.
So going forward, we'll pick college games every week, do a couple of high school games, see how we do. But share, let your friends know. We got to get our numbers back up. So help us out with that. Send us messages.
Yeah.
Help Grant out. If you want to help Grant out, let me know. We'll get you connected.
Let's
with
go
that.
Southeast, baby. Let's go Southeast. We're going to win it all.
So we are looking forward to college football season. Looking forward to the fall because this heat is
ridiculous.
Stupid. But until then, let us know where we got it right, and we will see you next week.
See you. Bye.